Oh my fucking god, this is probably one of the most, if not the most cursed wrestling shows that we've ever watched. Jesus Christ. And
Let's go.
this was Austin's idea, by the way. So you can't blame this on me. This is Austin's fault.
Are
For
you
wanting to watch this.
complaining?
No, I'm just saying that it's your fault for wanting to watch how cursed this was. So what fucking this was January 29th, 2009 episode of Impact, better known as the show where the main event Mafia was in control of the entire show and it was a complete and utter fucking disaster. So before we get into this, can you give me some background on like why the fuck the main event Mafia did this? Is there a reason they did this?
I don't have the background, Devon.
So they just did it just because they wanted to.
Yes.
Oh my god. All right, well, I this was so cursed. So the main event Mafia, at least around this time, consisted of Kevin Nash, Booker T, Sting, who Booker T was the Legends champion, Sting, who's TNA World Champion, Scott Steiner, and Kurt Angle. I believe that is everybody that was in it at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Charmel too.
Charmel, yeah. So this was so cursed. So it starts off with fucking Kurt Angle wearing reading glasses, and fucking Jeremy Borash is with him, and Kurt is like talking to Kevin Nash and Booker T and is saying like, "Oh, this is gonna be the greatest episode of Impact of all time, and the main event Mafia is taking over," and fucking Kurt gets all hype and starts playing the Impact intro, and then after that, fucking we see Kurt all excited for the show, and then fucking Jim Cornette comes in, and he's like, "Kurt, what the hell are you doing? You can't just take over the show, and I'm giving you a warning, and you better stop this right now." And Kurt just calls security on him, and Jim Cornette just fucking sits down and shuts the fuck up. Because Kurt's like, "What are you gonna do? Stop me?" Fucking, so my fucking head hurts, bro. Oh my god. What was the... Yeah, it was the fucking knockouts match. Jesus Christ.
No.
Well, before we got to that match, we got this backstage interview because Charmel was... So, to set the stage for you, Kurt Angle was booking the show. Booker T and Kevin Nash, or Black Snow and Chet Lemon, were commentating.
He can't say Black Snow like he has Black Snow.
Fucking Scott Steiner, probably the worst thing of all was Scott Steiner doing the ring announcing, and Charmel was doing the interviewing.
He said, so I'm gonna explain what he said on the fucking ring announcing. So he was ring announcing ODB and then the Contourage.
Mm-hmm.
First he ring announced the Contourage, but he didn't know how to pronounce any of their names besides Awesome Kong.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, what are you booing me for, pretty much? And he's like, I haven't fucked any of these bitches. How would I know their names? And then, they're called the Contourage, but for some fucking reason, I don't know if it's just handwriting. And by the way, Scott is shaking. He's shaking. He's got this crumbled up piece of paper, like he's sweating his ass off, and he's trying to read Contourage, but he can't read it. It probably doesn't help that he still has fucking sunglasses on,
Yeah.
but he can't read it, and he goes, Confucius. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? The fuck is Confucius?
It was so
It
bad.
makes it worse. It makes it worse because Raka Khan, what the fuck ever her name was, the bitch that did the lawsuit.
She's
Pardon the
also the same one that
crush.
was dating Kurt Angle around this time too. So yeah. So before we got to that match, don't forget, Austin, we got this interview with Charmel where she was interviewing ODB, and this entire promo was ODB like grabbing her fucking pussy the entire time, talking about how she's drunk and she's horny, and
Charmel called her one dirty battle axe.
hmm this is
Uh,
so bad. And so then we get this match, and fucking so it's a 4-on-1 handicap match of ODB versus Awesome Kong, Raka-Khan. Who the fuck were the other two?
oh, I don't even remember, man. The thing is, all I can remember is fucking Black Snow from this fucking
I know the
goddamn
one chick was
match.
like some fucking Arabian name or something. I forget what it
I
was. And I don't know
I
who the
don't
fucking other
know.
chick
I
was.
remember Black Snow going. He's like, well, what's that? What's that thing that she's wearing? Is that? He just said the randomest shit. What was it that he said?
I think fucking some one of them was doing a move or something. And he was like, oh, look what you do right there. That's that's the Amdula Amblangata. Like it's so random. Like so apparently, from what Austin said, the reason that Booker T was doing this was apparently at the time he was waiting to get out of his Impact contract, and he just did not give a single fuck anymore, and so this was the result of it. So why exactly did Booker T want out of his contract? What happened?
Because he thought he was gonna be like a main event player and be like world champion, but
Uh-huh.
he realized shortly after he signed that he wasn't really gonna do anything like that or anything. So he's just like, oh, well, I already signed for 2 years, so I want to make the most of it. Oh, but bro, this match is bad. Rocket Con is fucking bad. ODB is always fucking terrible, bro. I don't know why they pushed her so much.
uh, wasn't she Knockouts champion before?
Hey, I don't even know, man.
But
Oh, man. Fucking Awesome Kong and the Kongtourage won.
it didn't
That
matter
was pretty
anyway
much it.
because we were just paying attention to Black Snow and Chet Lemon. Like,
Shit, women, man.
like Kevin Nash just looked like he he just looked like I just don't even know why I'm out here. like like Booker T was being so over the top as Black Snow. I don't know how Kevin Nash wasn't busting out laughing the whole time.
He
Because
was
if it
like the entire time Booker T was just going, "Oh, wrist lock, oh, Black Snow." Like that's basically what it was,
Bro, if it was
bro.
me sitting at that commentary table, I would not have been able to fucking hold it. Like, I don't know how Kevin Nash was not laughing. Like, I would have been just on the floor dying.
Oh
Like
man.
I know, I don't know if you noticed this, but when Team 3D was coming out, I noticed that when Booker T he kept saying I'm Black Snow, I'm Black Snow, I'm Black Snow. Fucking I they show like a shot of like Devon looking at him because he was like shouting it at Devon, and I saw Devon trying not to laugh.
Oh man.
But so after that god awful opening match, so throughout the show they did these weird segments, those like these Q&A segments for some reason, where they're like asking wrestlers a bunch of questions, and the first one was ODB. It was random, and I was like, why? We already see enough ODB. But so so the next match was even more cursed because we find out, oh, well, Booker T is going to be facing two Impact referees. What were the fuck were their names? One was Andrew something.
Uh, Andrews. I don't know what his fucking last name was. The other one was Rudy Charles.
Yeah, Rudy Charles and Andrew something. And so they had this promo with Charmel where Andrew's like, "Oh, it's Booker T. We're gonna get our ass kicked," and then fucking Rudy Charles is just like, "Oh, well, on the," he legit says, and I quote, "On the back of my TNA trading card, it says that I'm a technical wrestler." He said on the back of my TNA trading card. Jesus Christ, bro. So they come out, and then fucking Booker T on commentary, he's just like he's just like, oh, I think Booker T's coming out, and then fucking he does the whole fucking entrance. And to make it worse, he gets replaced on commentary by Scott Steiner.
And Scott Steiner's a better commentator.
And this match was just Booker T just whooping these referees' asses. Just for no reason. For absolutely no reason whatsoever. Booker T, and he did like this cursed, he kept doing these cursed ass facial expressions too.
You'll see one of them in the thumbnail. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
It's fucking. So he beats the fuck out of these two referees, and he wins, right? And he starts getting into it with Earl Hebner. And then all of a sudden, this random guy comes out and starts fighting Booker T. And then Booker T just scissor kicks him. Come to find out, it was another TNA referee. And apparently, is announced that Booker T is going to be facing him against all odds. His name was like Shane Sewell or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And and then after that, Booker T just goes back on commentary, acting like nothing happened.
That wasn't Booker T though.
I
It
know.
was Black Snow.
And then we get this promo segment with Sting and Kurt Angle because Sting is mad that Kurt Angle put him in a handicap match against Team 3D, and Kurt tells him, "Oh, well, they can't both be in the ring at the same time. You're the world champion, Sting. You're telling me you can't fight two guys?" And then Sting like threatens Kurt Angle. And then fucking Jeremy Borash is like talking to Kurt Angle, and I swear to God, like he says something about Charmel, and Kurt looks at him weird, and then Jeremy Borash says, and I quote, "Bros before hoes, am I right?" And Kurt is like looking at him, and he's like, "I didn't mean it like that, Kurt. I didn't mean it like that." And Kurt's like, "I don't understand whose side you're on." And he's like, "You know what? Take these." And he just gives him a shitload of Main Event Mafia shirts. And he's like, "Just go out in the crowd and make us some money and sell these. Get out of here." And meanwhile, Jim Cornette is still sitting there just pissed off. Also, by this point, Jim Cornette had told Kurt Angle that Mick Foley was on his way to the arena to try to stop the Main Event Mafia, and Kurt just laughed at him. And he fucking, like, the way he laughed, he got, like, all giddy like a little kid. It was really cursed.
Oh.
Then next was this curse match that we got with the Blueprint, the DNA of TNA, Matt Morgan versus what the fuck was his name? I know it's Petey Williams, but what the fuck was his gimmick? The what muscle?
Okay, so he's called Maple Leaf Muscle,
Yeah,
but
Maple Leaf Muscle.
Scott Steiner calls him Make Believe Muscle.
Oh my god.
So.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we find out at Against All Odds, they're doing Scott Steiner versus Petey Williams for some reason. But, so we get this promo with Matt Morgan talking to Sharmell, and he's talking about how he's the biggest man in TNA, and how he says something about how he's jacked, and then he said that his fucking athletics are stacked, or some shit like that, and calls himself the Blueprint, and says he's gonna beat Petey Williams, and all this shit. And he also was talking shit to Abyss, because apparently he has a feud going on with Abyss. And so, and we find out they're going to be facing Against All Odds as well. And so then Matt Morgan comes out, and then Petey Williams comes out. So the whole rule of this match was Petey Williams had to have one arm tied behind his back for some reason.
You know, you're missing one key element. Black Snow kept saying, "Oh, Matt Morgan, he's a big guy. Yeah, he's a big guy. He's big. And he's a guy. He's a big guy." Like,
Bro, like Booker T just like gave like negative fucks. Like, it was worse than zero fucks. Like, I think Booker T was trying to get fired the way he was acting on the show, bro. Like, I think he was trying to, like, see, like, how far can I take this before they tell me I'm fired?
oh,
Like,
this fucking match is kind of bad, honestly, because like it was just Petey Williams with his hand tied behind his back. And then Matt Morgan was dominating him for most of the match. And then the referee fucking untied Petey Williams. And he started getting some offense in, but then Scott Steiner distracted him. And then he got his fucking head booted off by Matt Morgan. Like, oh my fucking god.
yeah, and don't forget, every fucking time on this goddamn show, when somebody would get a move done to him, Black Snow would be like, and oh, every time. Or there was like fucking Petey Williams did like this springboard code breaker, and Booker T was like, I'm trying to remember what he said. He's like,
knee buster.
Yeah, he's like, he hit him with that knee buster. It was, oh my fucking god, bro. Black Snow was the fucking goat.
Black Snow is my spirit animal, bro.
And then, so, it gets even worse because after the match, so, Matt Morgan and Scott Steiner and Petey Williams are all in the ring, and then for no reason, Black Snow decides he's gonna get in the ring.
Oh, hang on, I got this.
What?
I got it. So he fucking, because I want to do my impression more.
This was the most cursed part.
So Consequences Creed, Jay Lethal, and who else was out there?
It was
Eric Young.
Yeah, Eric Young. If you don't know who Consequences Creed is Xavier Woods.
So they start attacking like Scott Steiner and Matt Morgan and everything, and
Hmm.
then here comes Booker T, and he's got he's got a fucking microphone. And he's like, "Oh, Black Snow, Black Snow." Black Snow hit him with the punch and a kick. And, oh, he's got that kick. He's going for that kick. He's going for that kick. He's going for that kick. And he kicked him. He kicked him. Black Snow.
It was so bad, bro. He's lining him up for that super kick. He's lining him up. Oh. like, and it was getting to a point where this was getting so bad that the crowd started to turn on the fucking show. It was getting that bad, bro.
It was getting that bad. Like, why isn't wrestling like this now? Why the fuck?
Since Booker T commentates on NXT, can he be Black Snow just once?
Bro, please. Oh, Braun Breaker going for that spear. Oh.
You're telling me you wouldn't want to fucking hear that on NXT?
I would love to hear that on NXT, man. I would actually watch NXT if that was the case.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking. So that was pretty much it for that segment. And then after that, like immediately after that, we get a Q&A segment with Matt Morgan. And Matt Morgan starts talking about how he met his girlfriend and shit for some reason. And he starts talking about how he has ADHD. And Austin was like, what the fuck is this? And then it goes from that to the fucking next match, which is fucking Team 3D versus Sting. And so fucking Team 3D comes out before they're supposed to, and fucking Black Snow's like, what the hell's going on here? What's going on here? Team 3D ain't supposed to come out yet.
He keeps going. He keeps going. They're looking at him, and he just keeps going. I'm Black Snow. I'm Black Snow. No, I'm Black Snow.
I'm pretty sure he legit said, nah, I ain't Booker T. I'm Black Snow. Because fucking the Dudleys looked like they wanted to beat his fucking ass. And then fucking when Devon was walking by, like I said, like Devon was looking at him and he was like, I'm Black Snow, I'm Black Snow, and I seen Devon like fucking cracking up and he had to like cover his face.
I thought Kurt Angle was going to be cursed in this episode, but surprisingly, Booker T topped him.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think that was possible. Fucking
to make things worse. So when Team 3D came out, they started cutting a promo where for some reason Bully Ray or Brother, I think he's called Brother Ray at this time.
Yeah.
He starts cutting this promo about Sting saying how 7 or 8 weeks ago the main event mafia attacked me and you didn't do anything about it, Sting, and I would feel bad for you that you have to face us in a handicap match because it's not fair because of what the main event mafia is doing or whatever. Because like, I don't feel bad, Sting, because you could have stopped them from beating my brains in, but you didn't, Sting. Why, Sting? Why? And he's like me and my brother Devon are gonna beat the crap out of you. And then fucking Sting comes, and well, before that, we get the introduction because Scott Steiner gets in the ring and he says, He said, this is to Team 3D. He said, hailing from Dunkin' Donuts in the city of obesity. He said, Team 3D. And the Dudleys were death staring him. And then Sting comes out and he introduces Sting. And Sting comes out wearing this like purple jacket for some reason. And so the match starts, right? And so the Team 3D had mentioned something about, I think he said, Brother Ray had said, we're the greatest team to ever exist, or whatever. And so I guess Black Snow took that personally because when the match started and Brother Ray was wrestling, Black Snow was dissing the absolute fuck out of ECW so bad. He said he, I forget how many tag team titles the Team 3D had at this point,
I
but
don't know,
but
but
Black
he legit said he's like I don't know what they were doing in the independent company, uh, getting those world tag titles. I don't know if he was world tag titles of the independent company. Oh, I'm Black Snow.
Yeah, he legit said, I don't, he said, I don't think those titles from that little independent company should count as legit world tag team titles. That's what he said.
You know
He
what the
said,
funny thing is? He
what?
said that, but a year after this, they would do a ECW tribute show.
Bro, he was dissing ECW so hard. I'm pretty sure he said something to. I'm pretty sure he name dropped ECW at one point, because he said I remember him saying ECW, and I think he said something along the lines of like, he's like he won them titles in ECW, but ain't nobody watching that or some shit like that. He said. And you said the only titles that you won that matters in the big time promotion, not the independents, only the big time.
He also said something along the lines of like, I don't know, like even if you sell a DVD in Japan doesn't mean you're in the big leagues.
Yeah, bro, and fucking like while they were wrestling, he kept making like all these jokes saying that like he was like, oh, I think Brother Ray lost 3 or 4 pounds since his last match
Oh,
and
that's
shit.
not all. That's not all. After that too, he welcomed Charmel, and he started getting really fucking horny because he was like, "Oh my, this beautiful Queen Charmel, I'll butter you like a biscuit." Like he legit.
All I can remember is this camera shot that they show of like uh Black Snow, Charmel, and Chet Lemon like sitting there at the announce table, and like Charmel's like rubbing all over fucking Black Snow, and he's just in such a good mood, and he's just like, oh man, this is such a great night. He said, I'm here with the lovely Charmel, and he gets all excited, and he says, he said I'm just chilling with my main man Chet Lemon, and he says it like with so much excitement, and Kevin Nash just looks so dead inside.
Bro, Kevin Nash earlier in the show, it fucking had me dying because like Devon didn't hear it first, but
Mm.
one of the times when Booker T got up, fucking oh sorry, Black Snow. When Black Snow got up and he turned into Booker T, Chet Lemon was like, he was telling Scott Steiner this, he was like, it's remarkable how much Booker T looks like Black Snow.
Jesus
He said it with
Christ.
the straightest face, bro. I was like, how can you say that with a straight face?
Jesus Christ. So they're going back and forth in this handicap match, and fucking Black Snow is just talking all this shit to Team 3D, and he said one line because so Kurt Angle came out and he low blowed Brother Ray, and then Sting hit a fucking DDT, and he covered him, and Brother Ray kicked out, and Black Snow he was like, oh, how did he kick out of that? That was a nice DDT. That was one of the nicest DDTs I've ever seen. How did he kick out of that right there? And then he was like, he must have had some donuts in that milk. And we were like, what?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
Bro, this show, man. You see this thing? We're only like halfway into this show.
So, fucking, at this point, Kurt Angle was out there, and fucking, oh god, I'm trying to remember what happened. Fucking,
He gets a fucking Sting disqualified,
oh yeah.
and then here comes like they start brawling basically, and here comes fucking Mick Foley,
Oh,
LAX, and
you forgot the fucking, the best part, you forgot that, you forgot that
oh,
when they all started coming in, Black Snow fucking threw down his headset and he was like, oh wait a minute, oh I think Booker T coming out, and he fucking threw his headset down, and then Chet Lemon was like, he was like, oh it's Booker T.
I can't, man. Oh,
So they fucking start the main event mafia starts all teaming up on Team 3D, and they get a table out and shit, and then Mick Foley's music hits, and fucking I believe it was LAX, Abyss, and Mick Foley all came out, and they all started brawling, and then the main event mafia fucking left the ring, and then fucking Charmel was mad, so she was like, you know what? We're just gonna go to break. We're just gonna go to break, and they went to commercial. And then when they came back, McFoley was cutting this promo about how TNA is back in control and the main event mafia aren't in control anymore, and is saying, oh, fucking Kurt Angle, if you like handicap matches, don't you? I like them too, and the main event tonight is gonna be LAX versus Kurt Angle in a handicap match. And he was also like, he said a couple weeks ago, Hernandez got screwed out of his title match. So you know what, Hernandez? Oh, you want to tell the people about Hernandez's mustache?
yeah, Hernandez's mustache looked like a pedo stash, bro.
I don't know what
Like
his
it,
mustache was.
I,
And,
I, I, it was so bad, bro. It was so bad.
and then like Austin was trying to find a picture of it, and all I kept hearing you say was fucking, you're like, bro, why does Hernandez keep looking more and more like Vin Diesel?
Because when you shave, no, bro, there is a picture. You know, actually, I'll send you the picture. I will go back and find the picture. There's a picture of him, and he looks like a fucking Mexican Vin Diesel.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I swear to God.
But fucking so McFoley's like, oh, Hernandez, you're gonna get a rematch in the near future. And then he says, oh, Scott Steiner, you like weapons? Well, that's not gonna matter because tonight you're gonna face Abyss in a hardcore match. But guess what? You're not allowed to use any weapons. And fucking, that was pretty much it. And then after that, that was the end of Black Snow and Chet Lemon,
Yeah, we were very disappointed.
because then they show fucking Jim Cornette backstage, and we see Mike Tenay and Don West and everybody, and Jim Cornette's like, we're back in control, we're back in control, let's get this thing going. And then it immediately goes into the Scott Steiner match, and honestly, after they took Black Snow off commentary, like the energy of the show just kind of died. And
Yeah,
so we got this hardcore match between Scott Steiner and Abyss, and the whole point of it was Scott Steiner wasn't allowed to use any weapons, and so Abyss was just using weapons the whole time. And then Scott Steiner ended up getting himself disqualified because he stopped giving a shit and started using weapons anyway, because Scott Steiner just gives no fucks.
that's true.
Oh, fucking Christ, bro. So fucking Abyss won that match, but after the match, Scott Steiner just starts beating the fuck out of Abyss, right? All of a
Hmm.
sudden, the lights go out, and then fucking Suicide's theme starts playing, and Suicide zip lines down from the rafters and gets in the ring, and he starts attacking Scott Steiner, and then he attacks Scott Steiner, and then he looks at Abyss, and then the lights go out, and then Suicide just disappears.
Oh, they also love to mention that Suicide was a character from a video game.
Yep. And from what Austin said, a couple different people played Suicide. I believe he said Christopher Daniels, Austin Aries, and obviously we
Yes.
know TJ Perkins played him as fucking Manic.
Yep.
But I'm assuming at this time, I would assume that it was Christopher Daniels. I don't know. But,
I think so because this was like in between Curryman time when Christopher Daniels was Curryman.
oh god, Curry Man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well,
We'll
so,
get to it. God damn it! What the
the
fuck?
fuck was that?
I was going on a website to get a PNG and a fucking ad popped up.
It's so random.
It's like a fucking Mazda CX-50 ad. I was like, what the fuck?
He's like, oh, Black Snow, gotta get a new Mazda CX-50 right there. Oh.
Oh, I would buy a Mazda CX-50 if
he's
Black
a
Snow was fucking.
he's like, oh my god, Booker T's getting in the Mazda 3X60. Oh Booker T, hot wiring the car. Oh, he started the car. Oh Booker T, oh he's stealing the car. Oh, it's Grand Theft Auto Alpadilla. Oh, Black Snow.
Oh god.
Excuse me. Oh shit. And then after that, all we had left was just the main event. But we found out what the card was going to be for Against All Odds because it was going to be fucking ODB versus fucking who was ODB facing for the Knockouts
Awesome
title?
Kong.
Awesome Kong, yeah. And then fucking for fuck, I'm trying to remember the other match. I know it was Booker T versus the referee, and then Scott Steiner versus fucking Petey Williams, Matt Morgan versus Abyss. Excuse me. And then they also said it was going to be for the TNA World Title. Sting was going to defend in a fatal four-way against Kurt Angle and both members of Team 3D. I don't remember if they announced any other matches or not.
I don't fucking remember to be completely honest.
But anyway, fucking so we get to this main event, which is LAX, Hernandez, and Homicide versus Kurt Angle. And you already knew Kurt wasn't fucking around because Kurt came out with the straps already down. And honestly, I think you paid more attention to this match than I did if you want to talk about it.
Oh, bro, it was so. I mean, it was like a regular fucking handicap match. Basically, Kurt was like destroying Homicide, and then Hernandez got tagged in with his fucking pedo stash, and he's dominating Kurt, and he almost hits a border toss, but Kurt gets out of it, and then fucking Hernandez runs at him for a spear, and we're pretty sure Hernandez is hurt, got
Yeah,
hurt from this, because he ran so fucking hard into the turnbuckle post and is just outside for the rest of the match.
yeah.
So then fucking Homicide hit a gringo cutter, and he was going for the gringo killer, and then fucking Kurt got out of it and hit the angle slam. 1, 2, 3, it was over. And then it ended with Samoa Joe saying like coming on screen and saying, "I'm the main event mafia. I'm gonna show you the real Samoa Joe," and then it just ends. It's just like, what the fuck,
Yeah, it
man?
was Samoa Joe with the tribal face paint as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh,
for that main event, I think they had to call an audible because when Hernandez hit that ring post, he like went to the outside, immediately was like grabbing his I think it was his left shoulder, and he was like writhing in pain. And there was one spot where like Hernandez like was looking, or not Hernandez, fucking Homicide was looking for Hernandez, but he wasn't there, so it looked like him and Kurt had to call an audible and like hurry up and finish because Hernandez got hurt. Because I think LAX was supposed to win, but it looked like they ended up calling an audible for Kurt to just hit an angle slam real quick and for Homicide to eat the pin. Because then, like, immediately after he gets pinned, like, Homicide, like, rolls to the outside and is, like, checking on Hernandez. So I think Hernandez actually got fucking hurt.
Jesus.
But, yeah, fucking. This was so cursed. It was so fucking cursed. This,
Jesus.
honestly, would you say this was more cursed than the Claire Lynch episode that we reviewed?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, imagine Black Snow commentating on Claire Lynch. Oh,
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 Claire
he's
Lynch got
got
the
the
baby
baby. She's
doll.
got the baby. She's got the baby doll. She's got the baby doll, and she's asking for AJ to help. She's asking for AJ to help. I'm like, no.
So, oh, Booker T's in the ring. Oh, he's setting up Claire Lynch for that kick. Oh,
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 oh no, oh
oh.
no, oh no! I just thought of something fucked. I just thought of something fucked.
What?
Imagine Black Snow commentating the Snitsky segment, the fucking "It Wasn't My Fault" segment.
God.
Oh, oh, he's about to kick that baby. He's about to kick that baby. Oh.
He's oh, it's going, gone. Oh, it's like a field goal right there. Oh, touchdown. He's
It wasn't his fault.
Snitsky
It
just
wasn't his fault.
he said, oh, Snitsky just hit that baby with the what they call the knee buster. Oh yeah, also in the Sting match, he like kept saying Sting really weird because he's like Stang, Stang, the Stinger, Stanger.
He said, "Brother Ray, Brother Ray."
Yeah, first there was one part where he called Team 3D little boys that were trying to be like Sting.
They're like the same age at this point. Oh, did you hear how he was saying Devon's name?
No.
He was saying Devon, Dave.
Jesus
It's the
Christ.
curse, bro. Oh, oh man. I don't think we're ever gonna find something this cursed again, man.
It sucks
Oh,
that this is like the only time he ever did Black Snow.
I know.
Do you think Booker T remembers doing this?
I don't know.
Like, I wonder, like, if you were to, like, meet Booker T, like, in 2023, if you asked him to do, like, his Black Snow voice, like, if he would do
I don't know, man.
it. Oh, man, I wish, like, they would let Booker T commentate on the main roster again so we could get Black Snow on a WrestleMania.
Oh my god. Bro,
Imagine
if Booker
WrestleMania
T had a
40.
cameo.
Imagine WrestleMania 40, Cody versus Roman 2, commentated by Black Snow.
Oh no.
Jesus, that would be a fucking disaster. This show was a complete disaster, but it was fucking amazing. Like, I guess
Oh,
you could say it was a beautiful disaster. Like, the
oh
matches were
man.
so bad, but Black Snow made up for all of it. But Booker T completely carried the show. Like, it sucks though because the people in the arena The only time they got to hear Black Snow was when Booker T grabbed the microphone while he was beating people up and was commentating him beating people up.
Oh, by the way, something funny happened. I think it was when it was in the Booker T match. Yeah, when he won, Scott Steiner was on the mic on the announce desk,
Hmm.
and he fucking announced Booker T's win on the announce desk where nobody could hear in the arena.
Oh yeah, because he was on the commentary headset, and I think Scott Steiner thought that like all the mics were like the same or something,
Yeah.
and so he was like, "Your winner, Booker T." He like yelled it, like he was talking into the mic, but he was talking into the commentary headset. Uh,
Oh
Everything to do
man.
with this show was cursed, from the commentators, the referees, the ring announcing, the backstage interviews, promos, matches, booking. Everything was so cursed. Absolutely everything from top to bottom was all cursed. I guess the only thing that wasn't cursed was the crowd, but once it got to the Team 3D and Sting match, the crowd was just so fucking lost at just how bad the show was. Like, oh man. Because I'm pretty sure even like Mike Tenay said something about it on commentary. He was like saying that like that that the people were very unhappy with how Main Event Mafia was running the show. And they were saying it was like that they disrespected the wrestlers in the crowd with the way they were running the show. And so
Oh man.
even with how bad this show was, do you think where do you put Kurt Angle on like bookers? Is Kurt
Oh,
Angle is he better or worse than Vince Russo?
better.
Oh my god. So so where do you put Black Snow on your commentators list?
He's up there, man. He's up there with the greats like Jim Ross. I'm not even joking.
Jesus Christ. Do you think Black Snow commentary is better than like regular Booker T commentary?
I mean, they're two different people.
Bro, regular Booker T commentary is so fucking funny as well. One of my favorite ones is when like Sheamus is like leaning on the ropes and Mark Henry like runs and like rubs his ass on Sheamus, and Booker T's like, "Oh, he left a skid mark on that boy." Or there's
What's
one
the
where
one where he's like
fucking,
the Batista is down or something?
oh yeah, when fucking, I think Mark Henry or something put Batista through the announce table, and Booker T, this is when he was King Booker, and he for some reason started yelling into the mic, and he was like Batista just got knocked, slap the hell out, and he said Batista is down like 10 times in a row. He said Batista is down, Batista is down, and Michael Cole kept trying to like commentate the match, and he was like guys, Batista is down. He said Jerry Lawler is suffering from anal bleeding. What? One of my favorite ones is when fucking Booker T violated Michael Cole. When Michael Cole was like trying to joke around with him, and Booker T was like, he said, Cole, you know I had a dream you died. Did you ever see that one?
I, I had never seen that one. No, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
he said, Cole, you know I had a dream you died. And that's all he said. And Michael Cole was like, what? I remember there was one. It was like a tag match where like Natalia and Alicia Fox were coming out, and Booker T called him salt and black pepper. Or there was
Oh
one where
man.
Rosa Mendez was coming out, and Booker T was like, he started getting all horny, and sop her up with a biscuit. Or there was like another one where I forget who it was that was coming out. It was one of the divas, and Booker T was like, he was like, oh, somebody get me a towel. And Michael Cole was like, what's wrong with you, Book? Or another one of my favorites is when like Mark Henry got angry and started like tearing up the ringside, and Booker T he like put his hands up, and Mark Henry was like yelling at him, and he was like I have nothing. Booker T was like, I have nothing to do with it. It was all Cole, man. It was all Cole. I have nothing to do with it. And fucking Mark Henry started walking away, and Booker T was like, he was like, let that be a lesson to everybody out there. When you got an angry Mark Henry coming at you, throw your hands up. Booker T is one of the greatest commentators ever. Like, did you ever see the one where he was trying to explain how he knows who the real Sin Cara is when they were doing the Sin Cara versus the Sin Cara Negro feud?
No, I haven't.
So Booker T tried to give this explanation of like how he knew who the real Sin Cara was, and Michael Cole was like, he was like, Book, how are you able to tell which one the real Sin Cara is? And Booker T said, he said, "Oh, well, the reason I'm able to tell who the real Sin Cara is because last week I saw the real Sin Cara, and he had a little black mark on his boot, and I know when I see that little black mark on his boot, I know that that's the real Sin Cara, not the fake Sin Cara." And Michael Cole started dying, and he was like, "Where do you come up with this stuff?" Oh, Booker T is a fucking legend, man. Oh, I'm trying to remember if I remember any more funny ones. 'Cause he just has so many. You ever, oh, bro, you remember in like 2017, 2018 Raw when they fucking had Booker T and Corey Graves on commentary, and Booker T would always be death staring Corey Graves?
Yeah.
I remember that shit. He said,
Oh.
he said, I remember when Elias fucking got disqualified and Booker T was mad at Jason Jordan, and Corey Graves was like, he was like, Book, why are you mad at Jason Jordan? Elias is the one that got disqualified, and he was like, that doesn't matter because Jason Jordan was on the one on the outside using illegal tactics. Oh fuck, bro. I love Booker T. Oh fuck, that hurt.
Yeah. Oh man.
Bro, you realize that like in our time of doing wrestling reviews, we've covered so much fucking Booker T. Like we've covered
So
current Booker
much.
T in the Rumble this year. We covered Black Snow TNA Booker T. We covered fucking I don't think we covered King Booker yet, but we covered Bestiality Sex Booker T in the feud with Kurt Angle. We fucking covered goddamn Ruthless Aggression Booker T. We covered WCW Don't Hate the Player, Hate the Game Booker T. So much Booker T, man.
I mean, we've covered pretty much every Jeff Jarrett too. So
Yeah. Yeah, we covered WCW Jeff Jarrett, WWF Jeff Jarrett, TNA Jeff Jarrett, WWE Jeff Jarrett, AEW Jeff Jarrett, fucking,
the only Jeff Jarrett we're missing is Global Force Jeff Jarrett.
I guess if you count Ric Flair's final match, Jeff Jarrett. Um, well, there's GCW Jeff Jarrett, and then fucking AAA Jeff Jarrett as well.
Oh, and there's New Japan Bullet Club Jeff Jarrett too.
Yeah, this is too much Jeff Jarrett, man. But
On that note, I think we should end this because I'm fucking tired as hell.
yeah, bro, it's 3:06 a.m. for me. I'm ready to go to bed.
Um,
Well, that was this cursed ass review. I hope you all enjoyed this. I don't know if there's gonna be anything more cursed than this. I really don't know. Like, this was. I don't know if you can get more cursed than the main event mafia taking over the entire show. I really don't know if it can get any more cursed than that. I don't know. But fucking bro, this is like our third Impact review this week. Like, when we're recording these, we did the Claire Lynch episode of Impact, and then we did the fucking Kurt Angle clown mask episode the next day, and then before we did this, we reviewed fucking Saturday Morning Slam. Now we're reviewing this, and then tomorrow or today now I guess is fucking Slammiversary. So Jesus fucking Christ, so much goddamn Impact. I think we need to take a little break from Impact after today.
I mean, we had to watch Black Snow though. You can't. Eventually, we had to get to this episode.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot more cursed shit that we just haven't found yet for TNA. Especially
Don't
to do
worry,
with
I'll
Kurt
find it.
Angle. Man.
I'll find it.
But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this TNA Impact review. We'll be back with Slammiversary later today. I'm assuming we'll probably release all these reviews in the order we recorded them. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Black Snow.
Let's go.
That knee buster.